Worst game ever.
For those of you who somehow don't know, this game was made by Atari in 1982 to cash in on the hit movie, and people hated it, saying that it was hard and incompetently made. Ever since, Atari buried the cartridges in Mexico, and ever since people were afraid to make another video game. It would only take about 1 year until Nintendo and Sega rose from the ashes. So let's look at E.T. on the Atari 2600, also known as the worst game ever. So the game begins with a spaceship dropping off E.T. to Earth, and the ship takes off.
Dude, how much you want to bet they were just being dicks and they just pushed him off as a joke, like, hey, he's not looking, we'll push him off.
So you wander through the forest, with trees that you can apparently walk on, and the objective is to find 3 objects that can build a phone to signal the ship. The first annoying thing are these pits. Every time you try going looking for them, they're mostly empty. And then when you try to get out, the controls act up and won't let you. But the worst part is when you actually do get out, you accidentally fall back into it.
How do I get out of this pit? Oh, there I go. Finally.
As for the enemies in the game, you keep trying to duck this guy who kind of looks like Dick Tracy, who, if he catches you, he takes you to a government jail facility, which kind of looks like Roman pillars.
Now, that's supposed to be a government prison facility, but it looks like freaking Roman pillars. And there goes Dick Tracy, just being a dick. And what is that house there?
Also, you gotta love the numbers at the bottom of the screen that mean absolutely nothing.
And what do those numbers mean?
Going back to the things you have to collect, every time you get something, you get chased by Dick Tracy.
So it's like the game punishes you for trying to get ahead.
And it gets worse considering that when you're trying to get away from him, you might accidentally fall into another pit, and it would take forever and a half to try and get out.
Walking? Oh, no, get away, you dick! Damn it!
A lot of the time, it feels like the game's actually glitching. I mean, look at this.
Wait, what?
Did you see that? The background changed 3 times, and then I fell into another pit.
Or maybe E.T. can teleport, I don't know.
And now I can't pick up this flower-looking thing.
Great continuity!
And that's as high as I got. Game over.
Everything in this game was rushed. The gameplay, the graphics, the sound bites, everything in this game was rushed.
And honestly, I'm not surprised. Howard Scott Warshaw, the guy who programmed this game, only had a month to make it.
A month? It took a month to produce this? I mean, a month barely even is able to get, like, a prototype for a game out, and yet they expected a final product to be ready in 1 month? Worst game ever made. But we kinda needed it.
If it wasn't for this game, video games wouldn't have evolved and we wouldn't have gotten Nintendo, Sega, or even the PlayStation and Xbox. This game made people petrified to make video games, and it was only Miyamoto who stepped up to the plate to re-evolutionize and get the 8-bit ball rolling again.
So again, terrible game, but at least it paved the road for bigger and definitely better things. I'm the Media Whiz, because one art form wasn't enough.